It's an interesting mix. Governor DeSantis and Elon Musk joining forces. Find out why. And the freedom to move. Pinellas County launches a plan to help disabled veterans travel as much as they want, when they want. Also, a local family takes on more tragedy than they could have ever imagined, and it's not over yet. Tonight at 10. Next at 10, after weeks of speculation and hints along the way, Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to announce his run for president. What makes this run unconventional? When the news starts in 60 seconds.
You're watching Fox 13, and the 10 o'clock news starts now.
My job is to lead, and I'm going to lead with vigor and energy, and I'm going to pursue the bold policies that are going to make a difference.
For Governor DeSantis, he gets potentially the biggest splash he could get for making his announcement that he's running for president.
It's the eve of a big day for our governor. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Allie Corey.
And I'm Mark Wilson. Glad to have you with us. Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to throw his hat into the ring for president tomorrow. And this is the announcement we've been waiting for weeks to hear. After all the speculation, all the hints, he's expected to make it official on Twitter tomorrow with Elon Musk. Now, he's already changed his Twitter handle, we've learned. He's already traveled much of the country getting his feet wet. So he is really seen as the biggest competition on the GOP side for former President Trump. Even though the governor's fallen behind in the polls, his announcement will kickstart what's being called an unconventional primary, with social media taking center stage.
But many hurdles could be in the way. He is facing several different lawsuits here in Florida, from Chinese nationals who want to buy land here to Disney, and recently from a restaurant that hosts drag shows. The governor's law that prevents minors from seeing drag shows is why St. Pete Pride told Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer this year's event will be more important than ever before.
First, we want to begin with Fox 13's Jordan Bowen, who's in our control room tonight. Jordan, hi there. I know we're in for an interesting presidential election, no doubt.
Yeah, Mark, you got the former president who helped elect the governor. Now that same governor and that same former president are about to go head-to-head. They don't differ much in policy, so political experts expect Trump will make his attacks more personal, something he's known for, and something they say DeSantis will need to step up if he wants to go that route as well. And the most recent poll by Harris between just Trump and DeSantis has Trump beating DeSantis by 30 points, with Trump at 65% and DeSantis at 35%. As for that expected announcement on Twitter by DeSantis, that is reportedly planned for sometime tomorrow evening around 6 p.m. Guys.
All right, Jordan, thanks. I know much of the world will be watching for sure. And you know, one of the lawsuits we mentioned that presents really a hurdle here is one filed by Hamburger Mary's in Orlando. They say rules banning minors from attending drag shows are not only unnecessary, but they're unconstitutional. The governor says the shows improperly expose children to sexual content. However, attorneys for the restaurant say the content is not sexually explicit, and therefore there's no evidence teens have been harmed by the shows.
The government is not permitted to interfere with individual or businesses' freedom of speech, but that's what these laws do.
Well, the lawsuit's also asking for an injunction to allow the shows to go on, and they say their small business is being unfairly targeted by state government. The governor says the state has an interest in deciding what children are exposed to. And you may recall a day after the governor signed the Protection of Children bill, organizers canceled Tampa Pride on the river. That was just a couple of weeks ago because there would have been drag performers there and no way to block the sidewalk. They are concerned that they would violate the law. Now, the law does not go into effect July 1st, which means the full steam ahead right now across the bay for St. Pete Pride coming up next month.
And they say it is one of the most important Pride months and events they've ever had. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live for us in St. Pete tonight. And Aaron, today they announced some big names are going to be performing there, right?
Yeah, Allie, and the headliner is someone that just about anybody, especially people with kids, will recognize. Yeah, the so-called anti-drag law was one of 3 bills signed by Governor DeSantis last week that impact the LGBTQ community. During a news conference, the governor says these laws are aimed at protecting children, as Mark just said, and letting kids be kids. Back to today's St. Pete Pride announcement. Carson Kressley of Queer Eye will be performing at the Palladium Theater during Pride Month. Also, he's probably the other biggest name that was announced today. St. Pete Pride kicks off on June 2nd with a big party right over here, actually, on Central Avenue, where we are right now. Organizers expect attendance to be incredibly large this year. Allie, it may be record-breaking. We'll see what happens.
They're certainly going to be making a statement, that's for sure. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Sure.
Well, as soon as the governor announces his plan to run, you can expect an alert sent to your phone. All you have to do is download the Fox 13 News app.
Also developing here tonight at 10, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor stepped down from the Hillsborough Area Regional Transit Authority Board. She selected a new council member, Gwen Henderson, to take her seat. The city of Tampa has released a statement now on behalf of the mayor saying in part, quote, "As Hart begins writing its next chapter, Councilwoman Henderson will bring a new perspective to its board of directors as the representative of Tampa's urban neighborhoods, including downtown, East Tampa, and the Heights." However, Hart board member and Hillsborough County Commissioner Joshua Wastel was critical of the mayor's time on the board and her support of CEO Adele LeGrand, who recently stepped down. He said in part, quote, "While I'm happy to see Mayor Castor resign from Hart, it's a shameful display of cowardice that she did not accept accountability for her direct role in leading to this critical public institution and leading it into financial turmoil." Meantime, in Pinellas County across the bay, they're hoping to expand their Sunrunner again because of its rising popularity. The Pinellas Suncoast Travel Authority is now going to ask board members tomorrow to approve more buses. Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy went to find out how many buses they really want and the program that will also help veterans. All right, Kaylee, thanks. If it's approved, these 3 new Sunrunner buses are going to be on the road by next spring. And the Sunrunner is free, remember, for everybody through October 31st. All right, still to come here tonight at 10, a woman survived a car crash and had medical bills to take care of.
But now to be a witness in the trial is costing her even more. Fox 13 investigates the cost of justice. That's ahead at 10:30. Plus this.
Terrible things do happen to very good people, so don't take any chances with your life, your family.
It is that time of year when we really need to pay attention to what's above us. Our afternoon storms in the skies. Sit tight, we're going to explain how bolts from the blue can really endanger your life, and no one knows more about that than Paulie.
Yeah, today was one of those days. Not exactly drought-ending rain today, but certainly a step in the right direction. Even now, at 10:12 at night, still good rain coverage east and south of us, some rain around Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, it was active today. We got more rain on the way tomorrow, more on Thursday. We'll spell it out in about 5 minutes. Don't go away.
Well, it is that time of the year again. Florida's rainy season comes with more dangers, especially lightning. And tonight, family and friends of a 24-year-old construction worker are planning his funeral after a lightning strike in Deltona. As Fox's Dave Puglisi reports, lightning can strike far away from a storm. And that was Dave Puglisi reporting. Now, OSHA was out at the construction site all day today, looking at things to make sure that all the proper safety measures were in place, but they do believe it was just an accident.
And now, Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
Yeah, unfortunately, Florida averages 7 fatalities from lightning strikes per year. That's obviously 7 too many. Pay attention at the beach. So many times, you know, at 4, 5, and 6, you know, I'm showing the Clearwater beach cam. Beach is packed, and there's a thunderstorm rolling across Pinellas County. Kind of pay attention. When you're at the beach, look behind you. Sometimes don't look ahead of you. Busy day today, 73 degrees from the Tampa camp, downtown Tampa camp, looking from Sky Tower to the east. Still some low clouds over the city. Kennedy is wet. We had a good soaking rain. Let me go back on that. Brookdale Bayshore cam, 72 degrees. Look at the city lights kind of illuminating some low clouds. Kind of a cool view. A nice view of downtown Tampa tonight, 72. Rainy in Orlando this evening, 74 degrees. Rain is ongoing. Rain is still persisting inland. This is a good soaking rain. You know, you look at this rainfall distribution map today, to me it looks like a random day in mid-July. This is July right here. Just scattering of storms, some places missing the rain, other folks getting soaked. Jackpot today, Plant City up to New Tampa, not much. Pinellas, southern Pinellas, not much along coastal Manatee and Sarasota counties. But east of there, Lakewood Ranch, good soaking. Most of Polk County had rain. Eastern Hernando, Citrus, half of Citrus got some rain. This is how it works. You know, a reminder, you know, by definition, our rainfall is not evenly distributed around the state day by day. The thing is, over time, you know, tomorrow's going to rain. A lot of folks. Thursday. And then day after day, all of this begins to fill in. sometimes takes a while, and it all kind of averages out later in the rainy season. Rain off the coastline. Some of this could bump on shore later tonight. We'll be watching for that, but mostly the heavy rain is in the process of diminishing. We zoom in. Light rain around Tampa is ending. Nothing of note in eastern Hillsborough County. Lake Wales has been particularly wet the past couple of days. Yesterday had some hail. Today, still heavy rain. As of 10:19 in the evening, Wauchula to Sebring. Areas of moderate to heavy rain still coming down, moving slowly east and southeast. This will gradually diminish next hour or two, but still ways to go. Northern counties dry. The thing about today is not only are dew points high, winds are light, we have a little upper level trough. There's a little area low pressure above us. All you need is something else to kind of aggravate the atmosphere more than typical daytime heating and sea land breezes, and that will add to the rainfall potential. So tomorrow and Thursday, with an upper level low in place, I think it's pretty active. I think above average rainfall the next 2 days, mainly mid to late afternoon, ending by midnight in most spots. Look at the rain. When did it rain? How about 82 at 7, 76 at 8, 73 at 10. Temps right now, all rain cooled in the low to mid 70s. Showers, thunder showers diminishing tonight. That trough will hang over us for a couple of days. Nice day in the east. Quick look at Futurecast. Showers ending tonight. Tomorrow morning dawns quiet by 3 o'clock. It's pretty busy at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Quiet Thursday morning, and then Thursday evening, busy Friday afternoon. More showers and thunder showers. Should be drier over the weekend. Any leftover shower storms ending tonight, 73. They're back tomorrow. You know what? I think they're back in a big way. 86 for high. And on Thursday, more of the same. Afternoon showers, storms, 87. A slight downtick in rainfall potential early next week. But between now and then, yeah, this is a big help as far as the drought goes. Rainfall above average right through Friday. Back to you.
I know our yards are loving it, Paul. Thanks. All right, a 15-year-old who just picked up surfing as a hobby is attacked by a shark. How she managed to get away, though, and the one article of clothing they say saved her life.
Fox 13's Sky Tower Radar is sponsored by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
History is made at Tampa General Hospital. It just announced its first successful liver transplant from a living donor. Patty Sands has been waiting for a liver transplant for 2 years. She didn't want to burden her family, but her son stepped up, donating part of his own liver to give his mom a chance at a new life.
I was really scared, and I was like, I don't think I want you to do it, because, you know, it's hard to watch your son go in. And he said, Mom, I'm in 100%, and you can't stop me. And how grateful is that, and how wonderful of a son do I have?
That is pretty special. Doctors say a living donor gives the patient the best long-term outcome. And organs from deceased donors only go to the sickest recipients. And you know, donating an organ is a selfless act chosen by the donor and their family.
Yeah, and also tonight, a Hillsborough County firefighter is saving lives even in death. Family and hospital staff at St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa honored 42-year-old Jared Huppert's sacrifice today. This is called the Walk of Honor. They lined the halls at the hospital as his body was taken to the operating room where doctors harvested his organs for donation. This weekend, he died in an accident unrelated to work, but his family and friends knew that organ donation was something he badly wanted to do.
He's continuing that legacy today, you know, as he's volunteered to be an organ donor. You know, there are parts of him that will live on in other people and give them a longer shot at life, and that's something that he was passionate about.
The firefighter was described as a great guy who loved riding motorcycles and dirt bikes and loved serving his community as well. What a gift. All right, we're surrounded by water, of course, here in the Tampa Bay area, from the Gulf to our backyard pools.
That also poses a danger to children. The one thing you should do at your Memorial Day or summer pool party that will keep all kids safe.
I can't believe my government has done this to us.
Coming up, she was a victim of a car crash, and on top of paying all of her medical bills, a trial is now costing her that much more. Sit tight. Fox 13's Craig Patrick's going to investigate why when we return.
New tonight, a driver plowed into a Citrus County mother while she was visiting Massachusetts. And now, as she recovers from serious injuries, the trial is costing her even more. Fox 13's Craig Patrick investigates how the criminal justice system can sometimes cost the victims. Well, it's not just the pool we have to worry about here in Florida.
Yeah, we've got hot pavement that could pose a problem for families and their children. Doctors share their warning about that. Plus this.
I shook my leg as hard as I could to get it off, but it just wouldn't.
18-year-old has quite the story to tell after surviving a shark attack. The one thing that likely saved her life. After the break.
Coming up all new tonight at 11. No, this video isn't being played in reverse. That bus is actually reversing its way down a street, smashing into parked vehicles and taking out signs. And the person behind the wheel, not a bus driver. How the joyride ended badly. Plus.
And to have something like this hit you out of nowhere for no reason at all is just, it's sad. It really is.
This Orlando restaurant says its family-friendly Sunday drag brunches have taken a hit because of the governor's law banning children from attending drag shows. How Hamburger Mary's is striking back by serving up a lawsuit. That and much more coming up tonight on the Fox 13 11 o'clock news.
We will see you in a bit. Haley, thanks. Also new tonight here at 10, a 15-year-old girl just out on her second day of catching some waves was actually attacked by a shark. She survived, thankfully, and she told Fox's Chris O'Connell her harrowing story. Yeah, that'll kind of shake you for a little bit. It is important to remember shark attacks are very rare, remember. University of Florida researchers say there were only 41 unprovoked shark attacks in the U.S. last year. One was fatal. The last unprovoked attack, by the way, in New Jersey happened way back in 2017. Hey there, Scott.
Yeah, it's time to take a little break from the ocean for me. Coming up in sports, the Bucs, they get back to work today. Not just day one of OTA practices, but day one of the QB battle between Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. And the Rays, Luke Raley, he has been a welcome surprise this season, but just an FYI, if he is pitching, chances are it's probably not a good night for the hometown nine. A franchise first this evening at the Trop, one that you'd rather forget. It's coming up in sports.
Will it be sunny or stormy? Get your full forecast every day on Good Day.
Well, a warning for parents this summer. A family in Phoenix says their little boy got second-degree burns on his feet from the sidewalk. Well, the toddler wandered onto the pavement in the backyard with no shoes on. And a doctor says they actually see hundreds of children every year with burns from hot asphalt, especially in Phoenix. Wow. The toddler's parents now want others to be aware about the dangers that can be lurking right outside under your feet.
But those baby tender feet, man, they just burn so fast. Just don't want it to ever happen to anybody else if we can avoid it.
Oh, that looks so painful. Doctors say if someone burns their feet, submerge them in room temperature water and then call the burn center. Hey, Paul.
Yeah, for sure. Also, don't forget your pets. Just as hot for them, too. Let's take a look outside because rain is cooled off things nicely. 72 degrees on the Brookdale Bayshore cam. Winds picking up from the east this evening. We're all set. We're primed for another round of thunderstorms on Wednesday, and that'll happen again on, oh, look at that little light show off in the distance. That's a thunderstorm, by the way, that's way out there by Lake Wales, showing up nicely from our Brookdale Bayshore cam. There it is right here. Yeah, we saw that big lightning flash. Showers, which are trying to actually move back to the east. This rain kind of instigated by a boundary that moved offshore, but some of this may actually try to work back into Pinellas County the next half hour to 45 minutes, and then additional areas of rain into sections of Hardee, DeSoto counties, and tomorrow with another trough or upper level low over us. I think it gets very busy again with numerous showers and thunder showers. And again, the pattern doesn't change much on Thursday with showers and thunder showers likely during the day. So quiet now through most of Hillsborough and Pinellas. Will be creeping back to the coast. Here's the light show way out there in extreme eastern Polk County, but it was another active evening in Lake Wales, which had hail yesterday. Today, by the way, there was small hail in Riverview from a big thunderstorm that popped up late in the afternoon. Showers, thunder showers west of Arcadia. Some rain near Sebring. We'll kind of zoom in on that. That's down US 27. This is slowly weakening. One more stop, quiet across our northern counties. Right now, temps are all rain-cooled in the low to mid-70s. Quick look at Futurecast. Quiet later tonight, and as I said, all set for another round of showers and thunder showers by tomorrow afternoon. Hey there, Scott.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Well, it's going to be a main storyline all offseason and probably through training camp for the Buccaneers. That is the quarterback competition between Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. And there's no rush to reach a verdict on it either. It sounds like the coaching staff is more than willing to let this thing play itself out, even throughout the final preseason game if need be. But before we reach the end date of said competition, I suppose we must have a start date. And today, at the first OTA practice of the offseason, feels like the time to do it. So Kyle, Baker, Kyle, let's let the great quarterback battle commence. Both QBs look pretty good here. Day one, some solid throws, leading the offense through 7-on-7s and full team, and all while trying to learn a new offense, by the way. For Baker, day one comes down to the basics. So tomorrow, Jesuit, Sickles, and Plant will all play for the state championship in back-to-back-to-back games. Stay with us. More news on the other side.
Fox 13 Sports is sponsored by the law firm of Catania & Catania, putting families first.
Well, there are new calls for immediate action by tech companies to protect children on social media. The U.S. Surgeon General has a list of 8 tips for teenagers, and these could be good for really just about everyone. He says to make sure that you reach out for help if you need it. Create boundaries and be cautious about what you share. Don't keep harassment or abuse a secret. Parents should create a family media plan and create tech-free zones, and they should also model responsible behavior and empower their kids to speak up. Well, school is almost out for summer, and while it's an exciting time for a lot of families, some children won't have enough food on the table, and that's why Pasco County schools have their summer food service program. It begins on June 5th and runs until July 28th. Breakfast and lunch will be provided Monday through Thursday to anyone 18 and younger at several different pickup locations. And for a list of those places to pick up the food, just head to fox13news.com and click on the As Seen on TV section. Well, there is a new opportunity for children to learn with their parents this summer.
Yeah, it's a new learning trail, several of them popping up in Pinellas County. It is good stuff, and it's next.
Fox 13 Sky Tower Radar is sponsored by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys.
Hurt in an accident? Don't throw away your one shot at compensation. Call Farah & Farah.
All right, it's time for the good stuff, and there are new opportunities for parents to bond with their kids and also help them learn.
Yes, several Born Learning Trails are now open in Pinellas County. Check this out. The Early Learning Coalition of Pinellas County helped bring these outdoor activities to life. And each trail, if you look at it, you see this? It's got a series of 10 interactive signs that offer some fun learning activities for kids, getting them out and about. And the trails are different at each park, and they're designed to boost language and literacy development through just playing some games there. They're hoping to expand it to several other parks as well.
Parents are a child's first teacher, and we want to create an environment to help engage those families and have fun with their kids.
Now, so far, trails are at Raymond H. Nero Community Park, Campbell Park Recreation Center, and Largo Central Park, all of those in Pinellas County. So check them out. And if you want to take your little ones or your big ones out there, why not?
That's a good idea. I mean, we know about the summer slide. Maybe that can help prevent it a little bit.
You got them, for sure.
All right.
Enjoy.
It is time for the Fox 13 11 o'clock news.